Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm going to start with this month's Combat Patrol offerings, issues 47 to 50. And as befits my previous videos, we will start with last month's miniatures. So as we look here, we have our Ork Boyz. 2 mobs all painted up. So that's 20 Ork Boyz. As you can see, all painted nicely enough for tabletop standards. So we have our War Boss and our 2 10-man Ork Boyz units. So let's carry on with this month's offering. So we've got our gyrocopters. So we shall start with issue 47. And there's our sprues for our first 2. Orky Defcopters, I think they call them gyrocopters. That's not right, is it? Gyrocopters are dwarf ones from Fantasy. Yeah, these are the Defcopters. So there's our first 2 sprues. And we'll take a look at issue 47. So again, usual ways of doing things, how to build our copters. Again, very clear, concise instructions, as always, from Games Workshop. Can't really go wrong. These seem to be all push fit, the same as the rest of the Orks. So again, you can't really go wrong. Updates to painting, highlighting, how to highlight, rules for our Defcopters, and the data sheet, and the rules for our Chaos Space Marines, enhancements, secondary objectives, stratagems. So that's issue 47. Issue 48. Is our 3rd Defcopter. And the bases for them. There we go, 3 bases. So that's those. On to issue 48 itself. So again, no instructions because obviously they were in the last issue. It's how to paint your Defcopters now. Again, clearly states which paints you should use for which areas. All good stuff. Some background material on the Orks. melee weapons. And we have scenario 30, Orcs against Chaos Marines. I'm guessing it runs you through the rules of how the Death Copters work. And it's all in there. So that's that one. Next to issues 49 and 50. Is our Orky Death Dread. There he is. Getting the first two sprues in issue 49 for that. Trying to do this one-handed, it's quite difficult. There we go. How to build our Death Dread. Again, Games Workshop style instructions. Quite easy to do. Some background on Ork anatomy. Armour types. And our Death Dread rules and datasheet. More rules of how the Orcs actually work. The special rules just for those. Enhancements, secondary objectives and stratagems for the Orcs. And a mission display of might. And that gives you the idea of which combat patrol sorts for fighting which missions. So that's issue 49. And issue 50. Is our other sprue for our Death Dread. There we go. And base there. And issue 50, which is our Death Dread part 2. How to paint your dread. Again, reminder there to change your paint water if you're using metallics. You don't want metallic bits in your normal paints. Again, consistent basing as well. That's something a lot of people don't take notice of. If you look at my guys, they use all the same basing material for each army. Tend to vary it between each army a little bit, but again, all my basing material is from Luke in West Yorkshire. His base ready materials. Again, I keep saying this in video to video, but they are the best. Geek Gaming Scenics. Lots of different basing materials, and he does have a US distributor as well. For all you across the pond, you can get hold of his basing materials quite easily from there. So have a look at Geek Gaming Scenics. Best basing materials on the planet, and in my opinion. So there we go. More tutorials for our Orks. And there we go. First two of next month. Couple of paints, and we start with our squats. We get our Carl or Jarl or Earl as which is the squats leader. So the squats will be coming next month, which I am really looking forward to. Been a long time since I painted any squats. Well, actually I fib. I've got the Necromunda squat gang which I have painted already. So there we go. Squats next month. So that's that. Just one other thing for this month is the special character, because I ordered the premium sets. We have Harkon World Claimer, which I believe, yeah, it's Chaos Space Marine, special character, special assault character. So we'll give him paint up and that as well at some point. But I'll be concentrating more on getting the actual combat patrols finished first. So there we go, guys. Another quick look at our orcs, our two 10-man squads from last month, and next month I shall have me Deathcopters and me Death Dread finished and painted for you to have a look next month. So once again, guys, thank you very much, and like, comment, subscribe. Trying to get the subscriptions up still. Well, thank you anyway for listening to my inane drivel as usual, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.